to the Nova Syneidesis. If you are new to the channel, I strongly suggest you do not start from here. Rather, please use the provided linkage where the proper guidance is given. Otherwise, welcome back and I hope I can still be of service. Entity. As of now, 2017 of the Christian era. As available on a quite resumed but elaborated form at Wikipedia. An entity is something that exists as itself, as a subject or as an object, actually or potentially, concretely or abstractly, physically or not. It need not be of material existence. I would say all entities are implemented by the mind and therefore seems not to be a self-contained, self-sufficient something. They would be ideal constructs of which ideas and concepts are components. An entity ideally would not be complete at any time, for it would be comprised of a series of abstractions built by the mind using the concepts or ideas known to it, shaping perception. The totality of an object, for example, would only be partially perceivable, for there are parts of it not reached by our perception, and therefore the entity relative to it would be a lesser reflex of that what is or seems to be, maybe similarly to Plato's definition of an idea. A simple example is that an apple might simply be an apple, having some basic concepts as building blocks, like red, green, fruit, food, sweet, and so on. However, nowadays our knowledge moved past chemistry and also past the atom. A simple apple might then be recognized as an encase of chemical elements and reactions, and also basically constituted of atomic elements. With the conception of obviously new concepts, our perception is extended, expanding the structure of all entities to them related. Notably, even though the objects we call apple are probably still the same, their entity seems constantly mutable. Although an opposite point of view to this may be that an entity is probably much more inside the mind than is the object on its unperceivable potential totality. An ideal construct can take a whole larger spectrum of associations and take more intangible forms. Exemplify, as said before, an apple is an entity from which many concepts might be distilled. Its associated concept red, for example, will connect to many other entities and composited concepts like Mars, strawberry, anger, and so on. As red seems common to all of these, they might be related in some aspects. A red apple might be used to represent the red planet Mars more congruently than a lemon, to give one possible situation. What differs a concept from an entity might also seem hard to define in some cases. I would simplify it by saying that a concept defines an ideological image from where the entity takes form. Even then, an interchange within the same subject is also likely. Happiness, for instance, might be a general knowledge about this feeling, describing a concept, or be a particular manifestation of this feeling at a given moment or event, likely more resemblant to an entity. We might understand that one given word or definition is very unlikely to represent the same entity to every person, for different consciousnesses are formed differently and therefore implements their entities differently. That will be further explored on the next fragment. Was this worthy of your appraisal? Thought it useful? Would you please hit the like button and share it so others can also seize benefit from it? Thank you.